Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So in the previous video we have learned about what is data binding in Angular, okay, and we have completed two data binding. The first one was string interpolation. The second we learned about what is property binding, okay. So in this today's session we're gonna focus on what is event binding and what is two-way data binding in Angular. Alright, so let me start things off with this event binding. Okay, this is one-way data binding where your data flows from your view to component by using this round bracket. Okay, the flow of data is from your view to your component. All right, so let's check this in action. Let me open up this VS Code. All right, so let me just create a button here. Okay, I'll make use of the bootstrap button. So I'm using this bootstrap classes btn primary, and I will have a value as alert. Okay, so now what I want to do, whenever I click on this alert button, let's check on the browser what we have. Here you can see on the browser I have this alert button here. So what I want to do, whenever I click on this alert button, I want to console some data here, okay, or I want to show some message on the top and in the alert box. Let us try to do it. So how can I do it? Okay, so there is a event in Angular. There is a click event. So we will make use of that. Suppose there is a method called as click. I want to call this method. Okay, when this click is event is called, what I'll do, I'll just call a method which is also called as my template. Whatever we have like on the right side of that, it is called as template statement. Okay, which is this is your basically your target event name, which is your click, and this will be your template statement. Let me put a statement here like show message. Okay, so this is my template statement. So what I'll do, I'll just copy this. I'll just make the template statement inside my component. Okay, let me remove all these things and let me just paste it. And what I'll do, I'll just say alert, and I'll say a message as alert is called. Okay, let me save it thing and let me just check on the browser what I get. See, so now whenever I click on this, so I'm expecting that there must be something like which is coming, that alert will pop up. So let's try to do it. When I'm clicking on it, see, nothing is happening, and you know the reason why? Because of this parenthesis. So what I want to do, suppose if I am using any event to, like, if I'm passing any event, okay, from my view to component, so that should have this round bracket. Now if I save this file and let's check on the browser, if I click on this event on this alert button, you can see this alert is called. Getting me? So in this way, what you can make use of this property binding in Angular. Let me throw one more example for you guys. Let me just have an input type text. Okay, and let me have here one more event. The event name would be a key up. Okay, this is also an event in Angular. Whenever I just press my keyboard, it will just trigger my event. So it will just trigger whatever I am having, whatever I am calling in my template statement. Let me call a method as console data. Okay, and what I will do, whatever it is present inside my event dot target dot value, that value I will try to console it. So let me just pass a event from here. Okay, and I want to make use of event binding, so I should make use of this round bracket. Okay, for this key. So let me just make use of this template statement inside my component, because whenever that event is called, so this will trigger my this particular method which I am creating right now, and this event will be of type any. And let me just console the data whatever I am getting inside my value event dot value. So I will say console dot log event dot target dot value. Okay, if I just console log this data, let's check what we get. Okay, let me just open up my browser. Now I have this input field. Now let's try to console this. Suppose if I'm typing let's program, you can see on every event call my data is getting reflected here, okay, in my console log. Suppose, let me clear it out. Suppose I'm typing something else. Now let me just type A B C. Okay, whatever I'm typing now, you can see I'm getting here inside my console, it is getting logged here. Okay, so on my every event change, it is getting triggered. This method is getting triggered. Okay, so this was all about event binding in Angular. In this way you can make use of this event binding. And one thing, always remember, the data flow is from your view to your component. Okay, so this is the reason it is also called as one-way data binding. All right, so yeah, this was all about event binding in Angular. Okay, so now we'll try to focus on the second topics which we are covering here, is your two-way data binding. Okay, let me have that to data binding. And to make use of it, we must use this square bracket, and inside it we must use this round bracket. Okay, by using this we can make use of this two-way data binding. All right, yeah. So in Angular we have this two-way data binding as the name suggests. Okay, let me just open up my PPT and let me just show some visualized things so that you can understand the concept. Okay, so it is a two-way interaction. Okay, the data is flows in both ways, your component to view and your view to component. All right, and we make use of this kind of square bracket, and inside which I will have my round bracket. This square bracket denotes that data flows from your component to your view, and this round bracket is basically shows that your data is flowing from your view to your component. All right, so this is the reason we make use of this. Okay, this kind of thing, and inside it whatever I'll add, that will help me to do the two-way data binding. All right, so let me just try to take an example here. Okay, let me just go to my Visual Studio Code, and let me just try to have a input type text. And what I'll do, I'll just make use of this. Suppose what I want to do now, let me take a requirement here. Okay, suppose I have a username. Okay, I have a label, and the label name is username. Okay, and what I'll have an input box, I'll have an input field. I'll just say input type text, and what I want to do, whatever username I'll just pass, that I want to display it below it. Okay, that whoever is the username, I want to show it below that. Suppose whatever I write inside the input box, I want to show it here. Okay, so I want to show it where, let me just have a h3 tag, and I'll say welcome. Okay, okay, so now what I'll do, I'll have to make use of this. I want to make use of want to create something that whatever I write on my input text, okay, so that should be also getting appended to my this interpolated data. So let's check how to do it. Okay, suppose I have this input type, and I'll make use of this two-way data binding. Okay, there is a directive called as ng model. Okay, this is basically called as standalone directive. Okay, which helps to bind your form control, and basically this input is basically a kind of form. Okay, so what I'll make use of this ng model. Okay, and I'll say that this model will be equals to the property which I'll create on my TS file. Suppose this is a username. I want to create this username now. If I go into my TS file, here you can see I have this username written. Okay, I created a property here, and I am binding this property with this two-way data binding of ng model. Okay, so if you want to make use of this ng module, okay, so what the first thing you need to do, you need to go inside your app module, and you need to import this form module. All right, so inside this app module.ts file, you need to have this form module. If I remove this form module, then I will not be able to make use of this ng model directive. All right, so this is very important. Okay, please keep this in mind. We need to have this form module. Okay, so now what I'll do is, whatever I'll write inside my input text, that I want to bind to this. So suppose whatever is written inside this username, that I want to print here. Control save. Let me save it, and let's check on the browser what we get. All right, now whenever I say that Shashi, you can see this is getting automatically binded here. Okay, so this is the beauty of using a two-way data binding in Angular. In this, what I'll do, whatever username I'll type here, that will get binded here automatically. Let's say I'll have Shane. See, now whatever I'm writing here inside this input field, it is getting binded here. So now let's check the flow of this. Why actually this is called as two-way data binding. If you see, right, whatever I'm just typing here, okay, I'm typing on this input type, and which belongs to this HTML file. Okay, so now whatever I'm writing here, it is going where? It is going to my component. So currently the data flow is from your component to your particular this view to your particular component, whatever I'm typing here. And now whenever you see that this username is also binded here, okay, so now what it will do, by using the square bracket, it is also getting that value inside it. So now the data flow is from your component to your view. So whatever it is present inside your username, it is again getting binded here by using property binding. Now the data flow is from your component to your view. So in this way, whatever you will have inside a username, that will get appended here by using this interpolation. All right, so yeah, this was all about your two-way data binding in Angular, which we have currently used. Okay, yeah, so if you have any doubt, yeah, so let me just repeat once again for you guys what is two-way data binding. So the two-way data binding, as we have discussed, it where the data flows from your view to your component and component to your view. To make use of two-way data binding, we'll have an example of this ng model directive. So inside this input type text, I'll have this ng model, and I'm using this property named username, which I have created inside my TS file. Okay, so what I want to do, whatever I will type inside my input type, that thing will get interpolated here inside this welcome to this username, whatever I'll type. Okay, and whatever I'll type here inside my browser, that will get appended inside this. Okay, yeah, so this was all about what is two-way data binding and event binding in Angular. All right, okay, so if you have any doubt regarding these two topics which we have discussed, then you can mention that in the comment section. Okay, and till that time, bye bye and keep learning.